All right, well, good morning, everyone. We are so excited to have you here with us this morning, even through this rain. Hope you guys had some umbrellas bringing you in with some nice gentlemen carrying them for you. So if you will stand and let's raise our voices to the Lord this morning and sing how much and how thankful we are that He is our champion this morning.
Hey, welcome to Sunrise City Church. We are so excited for you to be with us and not be one of the few who use the excuse it's sprinkling and I may not be able to get out of my car today. So we are happy that you're here and we're excited to just to be here to worship. As you walked in, something we always talk about, whether you've been here once or whether you've been with us the whole 3 years we've been here, is our mission statement, which we talk about every week, which is to love God, love people, and live the word. And as we're here today, we really say, hey, let's take that time to focus on loving God. Let's take this time to mean these words we sing, to hear what David's going to bring to us in a message, and to leave this place wanting to know God more, wanting to love him more, and wanting to see him more glorified. We don't have a whole lot of announcements today. Our community groups did just kick off. We had a brand new couples came to a few different ones. So we're excited always as we kick off these new groups that we've got now on a Sunday, we've got on a Monday, we've got on Wednesday, and on Thursday. So whatever day sounds like, hey, I think that night or that afternoon I can make work. On Sundays, it's an afternoon. It gives us an opportunity for those people who maybe are new here, who maybe have small kids, they don't have a babysitter. There's childcare at our group on Sundays. So I do encourage you, if you're interested in that, that's paid for, it's provided. To sign up in our back, there's a great table out there with a lot of information, and that has our community group stuff on there. Tell us what day works. You'll get an email probably today letting you know about what that group does, what we do, and just what we're all about. And we really encourage everybody who's here, as we just walk through our discipleship series, to really dive in. It's a great place to fellowship. It's a great place to enjoy some food. Ray and Michelle, who aren't here today, they brought some delicious treats to my group on Thursday night, and I was very thankful I actually have that for lunch to eat today. So look, leftovers, free leftovers, so if you're like me and you're cheap, it's a great thing to get some free food. So I encourage you, hey, go over there, check that out. We don't have church on August 6th. We've been announcing this for about a month, but we will not be meeting. We usually take a couple breaks a year, one right in the middle for our volunteers, those who come and set this stuff up. We're here, we're doing great things. God is doing a lot through the church, but it also gives us a time to rest as we don't have to come and set up. But we will have a video. This is the only time I'm going to allow it. You can take your phones out right now. If you don't follow us on social media, like us on Facebook, so where when we post that video on Sunday morning on August 6th, you'll be able to do a couple worship songs on video, and then we do a small message for you, so we don't have to not be fed on that Sunday morning that we won't be meeting. But that is something for you to know. A small announcement, hey, you may have received an email if you're on our church email list that gave a few things. We have a great, huge group of prayer, what we would call prayer warriors outside of Sunrise City Church. Those back in Georgia, those all over who have supported us financially, those who pray for us on a weekly basis, even being 3 years in, that we send an update every month. So, and it looks, you may have gotten that this time. But what's cool about it is it shared a little bit of information that we've shared with you guys. But as our church just raised money for Pierre, our missionary overseas that we've been raising money for a truck, we were able to send, we announced 8, but $10,000 for him to get a vehicle. And look, that for our church is huge. Yes, it's worth clapping and cheering, because what that says is, hey, that's not just our giving that we've just taken out. That was you specifically giving to that. We had some people from all over that were also some of Claude's friends who were able to help raise some money too, but our church sent that money over $10,000, and I just want to say thank you, as we're a church that preaches how important generosity is. Not just giving to the local church, not just giving to missionaries, but living generously outside the walls, and you guys did that through this truck fund, so we do just want to take a moment and celebrate that. And another thing on that email, if you read it, was, hey, there's a couple of things that are happening here. Liza has been a great place for Sunrise City Church. I mean, it's a great place to set up. It's centrally located. But as the schools do, they're doing a little bit of renovation, and we're going to lose a room in the back in our multi-purpose room. So we're going to have to then shift that room to the art room. You know, it's already kind of tight, and that's okay. But we have 3 kids' rooms that are still going to be able to meet back there. But now we're at a point, as the church is continuing to grow, and we have a lot of kids that are continuously coming, we now do not have more room to grow. So we don't have more space to add another kid's room, which we're going to need here. And so, hey, that part of our prayer is just saying, hey, we're praying, and you guys be praying, where is God leading us next? And through our generosity and through what Sunrise City Church is doing, I believe that God has a great place for us. However long he still has us at Liza, but I do encourage you guys to be praying with us. Hey, where is God leading our church next? To make sure that, hey, the worship up front's great, what the kids are learning back there, even in the 3 to 5 room, walking through the Bible. They're in Genesis, they're just about to learn about the creepy old snake. And all of these things that God has allowed our volunteers and our people to do to see the kids ministry, who Jesus dearly loved, we want to see that ministry grow and also have space. So as we continue to pray, I'm excited that 3 years in, we're thinking, man, we need more kids rooms. We're going to need more kids rooms. So we'll be praying for that step as a church, is where we're headed next. And I just encourage you guys to be praying with us as well. It's an exciting step to think, hey, we're going to need more space. And that's a cool thing. And all that's for us to worship together. And then we've got more people to leave this place like we're talking about in Acts and go share the gospel with others so that we have more room for when they come to know Christ. We got a great and an even better and bigger place for our kids and our fellowship here to worship. So guys, it's a lot of good stuff. And I'm excited. I wish I could preach right now, but we've got more singing and David would be upset with me. So what we'll do is there's giving in the back. I encourage you. We're giving to the Balkans. We've got a missionary there who's doing great things. Mosaic Church Pensacola, which is a church plant that's supposed to launch in 2 months. Hey, our church has a hand financially in them getting off the ground. We also have, there's just so many things. Even this year, we've given $3,000 or $4,000 just to missions outside of Sunrise City Church, and that's just because of your regular faithful giving. And I'm so thankful for a church like Sunrise City Church who is willing to say, we want to see God, his kingdom grow like we've been talking about this year, financially, through serving, through everything we've done. So thank you for that, and I encourage you to pray about where we could go next. But hey, for right now, stand up, meet somebody you don't know, and we'll get back to worship.